and welcome. I have a ship with me video. I have 7 items going out today. It is a Monday morning, so this is Saturday and Sunday's sales, not Fridays. I did ship on Saturday morning. So the first item is this Wrangler jean skirt. This is vintage. It is made in the USA, which is always a bonus in vintage, in my opinion. This has a really cool like patch on the back. It has this like surfer print on it. It's really cool. It sold in like 2 months for my full asking price of $29.85. I always like a full price sale. It doesn't happen very often, it feels like, but this was really cool. I love finding vintage items, and sometimes I find some really cool ones like this. I picked this up at a local thrift store for about $1.55, which I know is a weird price, but I think the store that I bought it at, I like averaged my cost of goods that day, because sometimes I do that, I guess. So I am just shipping this in a poly mailer that I bought on Amazon because it is under a pound. Barely, but it is under a pound. I do have some poly mailers that I got from eBay in using my coupon, my shipping supply coupon that I get for having a store. I just have a bag back here that I put all my packages in, and then I put them on my front porch. This is one of my favorite bread and butter brands. So just a brand that's gonna sell for me between like $15 and $25. And this is J. Jill. You're not really gonna be able to see the tag on there. It's pretty light, but this is a Pima cotton. It is pink. And what I like about J. Jill is most of their like t-shirts tell you exactly what it is in the tag. So I did have to double check because I have like 2 t-shirts very similar to this in the same size, which is kind of weird, but Pima cotton, kind of a scoop neck, ballet sleeve, which is like a kind of a slim sleeve that goes low. But it tells you that in the, in the thing. It sold for $21. In about 2 months, I bought it for $1.50 at a thrift store in a close-ish town that I go to occasionally when they have a half-off sale. And let's see, it sold for $21 plus shipping, and so my profit is $13.88. I am realizing that I did not get all the information for all my items, just like half of them. So, sorry about that. Okay, this is kind of a weird shirt that I found in the bins, the Goodwill outlet. If you're not familiar, it does have like a name written on here, and it's not like bright white, like it looks kind of dingy, but the brand is IntelliSkin. It's also missing, is that upside down? There we go. It's also missing its size tag, so I had to do some measurements and check some other listings. But it is like a compression shirt, and I've actually sold one before, not in the same brand, but similar, and they do sell very quickly. This sold in less than a month. So I don't know exactly when I listed it, but sometime in June. It is now July. So it sold for $19.86. I do think that they used, I have like a 15% off coupon in my store on eBay, and yeah, I don't know, I was happy with that. It cost me about 88 cents. That was my average cost of goods when I went to the bins that day. It's very lightweight, so in reality did not cost me very much, and my profit is $11.84, which, you know, for something that I'm getting out of the bins, I'm very, very pleased with that. So if you are new here, I'm Jen. I am a part-time reseller on eBay mostly. I do sell a little bit on Poshmark, but not a lot, and not well on Poshmark. In fact, I just deleted all my listings and I'm like starting over. So I'm not great at cross listing. I'm trying. But yeah, if you aren't new here and you're wondering where I've been, please stay to the end and we can have a little chat and I will tell you all the things. But these are a pair of Harley Davidson. Let's see. Here we go. These are like heavyweight canvas like pants, but they zip off. They're convertible. So they have a zipper here so they can be pants or they can be shorts. Found these at a garage sale for $1. They had like a whole stack of these jeans, and the way the sale was priced, I was really convinced they were gonna tell me like $5 a piece, and I was probably still gonna pay that because I thought I could get a decent amount of money for them. It was okay. The buyer paid $32.55. That was total everything. So like what they paid for the item plus the shipping. I wrap all my items in tissue paper, but I have 2 sizes of tissue paper, and those aren't gonna fit in the small. I try to use the small. It was an accident that I have 2 sizes of tissue paper. I meant to just buy the large and I wasn't paying attention. So these are heavy, and so they are going to go priority mail. First class is changing. It actually probably has already changed by the time you will see this. And I don't know anything about that, so don't ask me. Maybe once we get into it, I'll know a little more, but let's see if I can do some quick math in my head. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I made about $20 in profit on these jeans, so I feel like that's good for, you know, something that I spent $1 on at a yard sale. I do like to keep my profit at $15 or above. I am working hard on that. It is not a perfect situation for me. I am shipping this out in a Tyvek mailer, and I'm kind of regretting that decision. So these are kind of, they say they're waterproof. I don't know. I would say they're water resistant maybe. But it's kind of just like a poly mailer. But they are free from the United States Postal Service, which I love. I don't love the adhesive on them. I don't feel like it stays very well. So I also use these priority mail stickers and kind of just reinforce that adhesive when I use these Tyvek mailers. I love watching Ship With Me videos, but there's one girl that shoots great videos, but every time she just like uses these Tyvek mailers and just and then tosses them, and I'm like, oh my word, are you afraid they're gonna pop open? I'm afraid they're gonna pop open. Then let's see, this is, okay, I don't know if you heard of the brand 511. So it's like 5.11, and it's like a tactical workwear. I have sold a lot of their pants, but I found a polo shirt, and actually the, I feel like I didn't show you that for long enough for you to see what it is. So it's like so tactical, it's 511 tactical. They have some pants, like the fire resistant pants can sell for like $35, $40, but I feel like most of their stuff sells in like the like $25 range. So anyway, I looked up this polo shirt. I found it at a thrift store in another town for, let's see, I didn't write it down, but I always go on their half off day. So I probably paid like $1.50 or $2 for this. The comps were decent. Like, I don't know. I always go for like, I want my sell-through rate to be about 25%. So that would be like 50% would be the same amount listed and the same amount sold. 100% would be none listed and all sold. That would be amazing. That hardly ever happens to me. And I feel like I should just open this up and do this. Yeah, that's a better choice. Okay. So, I do need to figure out how to talk and do things at the same time, and also kind of know what to talk about. I know when I was starting out, I wanted to know all about shipping and, you know, what brands to look for. And now I really want to know sell-through rate. That is the most important thing to me, because if something's not selling, then there's no point in selling it. Because, you know, if there's 100 things listed and one thing sold of that kind, then mine is just not likely to sell. And I want mine to be likely to sell, you know? So I aim for about a 25% sell-through rate. So that would be like, if there are 75 items listed, 25 of them would be sold. Okay, so 25 sold out of 100 that were listed in the last 90 days. I would love for that number to be more in the 50 to 100%, but it's just not common for me to find in the area where I live, and that's okay. I've been fairly successful in my opinion. I'm succeeding at what I set out to do in reselling. So I think this had like a 25% sell-through rate and like an average sale price of around $20. But then I got this home, and sometimes, you know, in different light, it just doesn't look as good, and it was just really faded. Somebody sent me a $10 offer, and I was like, whatever. Just get rid of it. I didn't pay that much for it, so I'm still making a little bit of profit. Not much profit, but enough. So this is under a pound, so it's just going in my first class poly mailer. And so the next item is Tommy Bahama. This is also a bread and butter brand that I really like. I don't know if you can see, it says Tommy Bahama. In the tag, it actually tells me the style name. So this is the Sand Drifter. I didn't look up the sell-through rate to tell you, but, and also I don't think I told you the sell-through rates of the first few things, but I do have some shorts on my channel with those items in there that tell you what Tara Peak says the sell-through rate is. So if you like shorts, you might want to check those out. But the sell-through rate on those first three things was like 30%, which is great. I like that a lot. But these sold for $35.43. That is what the buyer paid total plus shipping. I didn't write it down. I don't know why I didn't write it down, but I think I bought these at the bins. So they cost probably around $2-ish because they're heavier weight, you know, they're over a pound. I do like to, if something's going to cost me more than what it's going to cost to put it in a padded flat rate, I like to use a padded flat rate. These cost me $8.30 to mail with my eBay shipping discount, which is great. So let's see if I can do some quick math. 8 and 8 is 16, and 2 is 18. They paid 34, so I don't know. I made what, $16 on these, which again, something from the bins. It hits over my price of I just completely lost my train of thought. Okay, it hits over my, $15 profit when I'm trying to hit So I'm pleased with that. If you are new here, my goal is to make $1,000 a month to put into my family's budget. So my goal is really $2,000 a month because I like to put $500 away for taxes, because this is all taxable income, and then $500 back into my like business account so I can buy more things, and then $1,000 into my family's budget. That has not been really the case this year, which has been a bummer. 2022 was fantastic, and then 2023 has just not been great. Yeah. So this is a hat that I picked up at the bins, the Goodwill outlet, and it's DePaul, I don't know, University. And this sold overnight for my full asking price of $12.86. So I do know this had a 31% sell-through rate for used hats. I paid 88 cents for it, was my average cost of goods. Yeah, that's probably pretty close because it's like half a pound, you know? The buyer paid $12.86 plus shipping, and then so my profit is $8.77, which is great. I love selling hats because they take up this amount of space. I have one bin that's like thin, way up there, that has all like 50 or 60 of my hats in it. So I love that. It doesn't take up much space and they don't cost much. I never pay more than $1 for a hat. And I find that when I don't know what it is, they sell. I don't know why that is. I do have these eBay boxes that I got with my shipping coupon that I get quarterly for having a store. I got a store maybe like 3 months into my reselling journey, which is all on a playlist. When I started reselling, I started YouTubing and just kind of documenting that journey, and it was a lot of fun. So that is what I sold. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't. If you're wondering where I've been, I took a break. I took a break for like 2.5 months. That then extended longer. It was intended to just be, I completely got off of YouTube. I stopped watching, I stopped recording, I just took a break. I just needed some downtime for myself. And then in, I think, May, maybe late April, May, I started recording again, and then I went to upload and it wouldn't upload. So I had decided in my break that I really just wanted to do stuff that I wanted to do. I'm not making money doing YouTube, but it was just fun for me. So I started doing shorts. If you have noticed, I have been uploading those for a couple months now with the things that I've sold. But I really love ship with me videos, and I enjoy doing them. I don't like editing, so you'll notice that these are not really edited very well, if at all. I don't love editing. I just like sharing what I have found, kind of my treasures, with you. So if you enjoy that, I would love for you to just come along this journey with me and see what sells over the next few months. Hopefully the end of 2023 will be better than the beginning of 2023, but we've got 6 more months. We can do this. It'll be fun. So please share with me in the comments. If you're new, say hi. If you're not, check in. Tell me how you've been. I have missed sharing with you and hearing and chatting with you in the comments. So make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.